Oke guys, game kedua. Tes. Blacklist lawan Echo. Yang menang bakal lawan RRQ di M4, cok. Aduh, masa Blacklist lagi? Blacklist tapi kuat banget anjing. Team fight banget, mirip banget sama RRQ. Edward juga gak mikirin landing phase, dia bener-bener team fight doang. Tadi Benedetta-nya bener-bener bikin tim enak lah. Fredrin Jungle, casternya bilang pernah dipakai di MPL Kamboja guys.
Could be the S man, but it looks like it's gonna be the Guinevere, right?
What will it be?
Yeah, Guinevere. It's the Guinevere. Guinevere.
Guinevere Jungle!
Not only that,
What
but
the
it also
fuck?
has Echo
Sumpah ini
taking
apa sih?
305.
Apa sih Blacklist sih? Mau apa sih? Ini lu harus ke M4 loh. Tapi lu masih mau nge-troll pakai Guinevere Jungle. Ya ampun. Gue penasaran sih build-nya bakal build tank atau build damage nih. Ya sebenarnya mereka Guinevere di sini juga nggak terlalu salah karena butuh stunner ya guys ya, butuh stun. Kalau nggak ada stun, enggak sih, masih ada yang bisa stun kok. Tank.
We have Yawi back on the ref for Ella. Well, this answers out early game rotation and also the healing. There's no surprise that there's going to be ganks from Echo on what we saw in game number 1 to actually utilize on how to.
Ya Guinevere cepet banget jungle-nya nih, gue lihat.
You know, I just have to say about the Guinevere. She has one of the most beautiful ultimate names. Still one of my favorites, Violet Requiem. I haven't called that in ages. Let's see how that's gonna work though. Missing those knockups, and in terms of the knockups, you only really have one main source. That is the Guinevere. So it'll be the spatial integration like that. That will really help set things up for Wise.
Guinevere sudah mengamuk di top lane nih guys ya.
I would expect Guinevere to show up. And they're just going to do wonders if they execute this properly.
Well, again, I think this is just a crucial thing to have is, you know, these kind of niche.
Haji sampai keluar flicker cowok gara-gara di freeze itu lane-nya.
Can throw off a team, you know, that doesn't expect these things. And a lot of times people have been saying, hey man, Blacklist International, you're still playing the old meta. Some of your picks, you know, you need to change it. Well, Game 1, Game 2, they've changed.
Oh, dia bikin tank sih. Guinevere tank nih. Biar bisa combo sama Varsha juga. Cuman dapat nih turtle kok. Ya lu main Guinevere gimana perang di turtle? Wise.
Turtles rather for Carl TZ, because right now it's a double gold lane start for Blacklist International. It's also forcing Yawi back into the gold lane to help out Benecutie. So Blacklist might take a while before they contest the turtles, but let's see.
Well, look at that. Haji's throwing down some feather airstrikes, clearing up the lanes. Also, there's no action still happening. Okay, we're seeing a different route here.
Different game, yeah. Different game. I mean, at this point, last game we had how many kills? I think it was almost like 7 kills.
Yeah.
At that point, it was a lot of back and forth. And yeah, I think the biggest thing here is how does this
Wise apakah akan mati di sini?
Carl TZ was looking to try to get a kill there. Didn't have the lethal counter available though.
Now it's a big question here on how to answer, but we're looking at the XP lane. It's still the eternal battle, but now we're about to see something same as the heat battle in game number 1. Haji supplementing the gold lane.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things for Blacklist International is Wise can really just use the Violet Requiem during objective team fights and be able to easily retribution away. Again, Guinevere is immune to control effects when she is using her ultimate, so it's gonna be somewhat even, I guess, or in terms of being able to safely take away objectives, Wise will have that. But the lethal counter plus retribution combo of the bomb is
kita masih belum lihat keganasan Wise punya Guinevere sih guys.
Now, top lane
masih gitu-gitu doang.
Here of these two teams will it be Oheb, a target of Carl TZ or even Yawi. So there's a lot of things they're being cautious about. So
nantilah di turtle nih, 15 detik lagi ada turtle nih. Siapa tahu gitu kan? Kombinasi Wise dan Varsha. Coba. Edwardnya udah dapat posisi nih. Waduh, nggak kena lagi Wise. Nggak kena lagi. Malah mati. Ngetroll.
Feather Airstrike committed, but that's just going to be the second turtle of the game going in the hands of Echo.
Yeah, and Echo, they might be more aggressive. Like, they'll play this aggression, really. They have the lineup for it, but the sacrifice for it is, yeah, they're giving a little bit more progress to Oheb and Oh My Venus. But Echo and Benny QT especially handled that rotation well, because even though they had to leave Oheb and Oh My Venus to be able to freely farm, they weren't able to farm a lot.
Well, speaking of farming a lot, we're seeing how Blacklist International is grouping up to aid Oheb as well, because this time it's always about how Yao rotates and how they can get that regen in all forms, because one of the problem also is Haji is keeps on bursting resources in game number 1, and they don't want that to happen again.
What I'm wondering too is with that Guinevere pick, and then you're playing against 3 Purifies, how hard is it going to be to actually get the combination off that you need to with the knock-up and everything else? Because in a way, is it like Atlas, Renmar? I mean, that's a big question. That was even a key to victory, not letting Yaoi get the Atlas. But, when Wise has something like this, is it going to be able to be utilized the way they want to? But there you go. Wise taking quite a bit of damage already. And both teams just going back and forth. Back to the question.
Yeah, what I'm waiting for right now to see is the item build that Wise is going to go for. Is he going to go full tank? Is he full magic here? Is going to be surprising for me. They're going to be lacking on that sustainability. Or is he going to go for a hybrid build? Let's see. Oh, there. It's like someone hurt me. Oh, there we go. So it's going to be a full tank Guinevere, it seems like.
Tadi ada
Golden
ini
Essence
penting.
and Guardian Helmet is the next item.
Duitnya masih sama di sini ya guys. Lagi-lagi Echo nih. Ya begitu, menang early tapi team fight-nya selalu susah late game. Lagi-lagi dia kasih cloud, PR-nya tuh clouded cow sebenarnya. Bukan terlalu ke Frederin, bukan terlalu ke Guinevere macam aneh gini, cok. Cloud yang gila nih. Kalau lu perhatiin.
Okay, this is a different approach for Blacklist and Echo. But one thing also that they wanted to secure here, maybe for Blacklist, they need items to get through the damage and the defense that they can get for Echo. But the tower destroyed by Oheb up top.
Yeah, and Carl Teasy also just picking up that Athena
What?
shield. Here we go. There is the
Langsung. Oh, kayak gitu ya. Iya buat secure turtle doang, cok. Jadi Guinevere di pick biar dia bisa nge-stun Balmon, habis itu dia bisa pencet retry ke turtle. Tai. Gila, first items kayak Guardian langsung.
Yeah, and it looked like that was a gamble by Echo, because with how they rotated Benny QT off of the gold lane to leave Oheb alone, they front-loaded their resources to be able to secure that turtle. But since Wise was able to secure that turtle, Echo had to make for that move in the bottom lane tower. So at least they got a bit back, but it's still a win for Blacklist International, but everything's still pretty even right now.
Speaking of being even, there's no even team fights happening here. Right now, Haji is dropping 1 from Echo. Carl Teasy.
The backups there, though, for Carl Teasy. So this is interesting, right? A lot of resources being committed. Blacklist International going to get another turn.
Gila, Blacklist. Pakai hero apapun bisa kayak gini, cok.
This map presence that you have, holding on to the turrets, the best.
Penguasaan makronya luar biasa banget, dia ngerti banget, dia ngerti Mobile Legends banget. Echo loh ini dibuat nggak tahu ya, tapi Echo juga gameplaynya juga rada nurun sih. Nggak tahu kenapa kayak beda gitu deh.
I really thought that was going to be the lethal counter for Carl Teasy, but nope, it was a snipe.
Uranus, hati-hati.
Because this will open up some opportunities for Wise as well in the camp of Echo.
Yeah, and there's a lot of opportunities on the map right now for Blacklist International. Echo, though, making the right move to finally get that tower up top there. So, while in terms of the map presence...
Farsha Cloud.
It looks like it's going to boil down once again to the Lord dances that we know very well of. Echo, what I want to see them is just really watch out for that feathered airstrike and somehow try to get to Haji. Because if we can get Haji down without having to commit so much, that's already a lot of damage gone from Blacklist International. Oh yeah.
Mati dong. Wah. Lord Gus.
And now they're down 1. Good position here for Blacklist International to start up the Lord if they want to. But Echo should actually be able to contest this. Carl Teasy waiting patiently in the bush. Does have a great combination himself. Feathered Airstrike going to come down. Sanford providing the vision that they need, but taking quite a bit of damage.
Waduh.
There's the falling
Waduh.
with the blazing duet combination.
Ada untung ada Faramis ye.
Benny Cutie from the backside, but now he's out
Lah.
of position. No
Mati kena Guinevere.
And now again,
Beatrix, cok.
Blacklist International in a good position to take the first lord of the game.
Looked like a massive miscalculation, doesn't it, OSX?
It is, because right now it's a bit of a setup and there's nobody can actually go through the
Gila.
fence of Blacklist.
Duitnya sama loh,
Right
27.000
now.
loh.
Perfect setup. Taking
Cuman kayak
Benny Cutie out of
gameplay Echo
position.
kayak kosong banget.
Defense from Yawi, and that's Blacklist taking the objective.
Great play there by Blacklist, punishing Echo. Seems like Benny Cutie was trying to go for, I believe, was it a shotgun flicker combo? Something that, of course, Beatrixes have been very well known for the longest time. Echo are going to have to play on the defensive at this point. And I think we're also seeing one of the biggest utilities that the Guinevere brings is just being able to check shrubs and check areas and then being able to dash out like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily. You know, as the items go by, the Blacklist International right now is ahead by almost 1.6, and we have a push. So does this mean trouble right now for Echo? Is the damage items not enough?
Yeah, they're gonna get pushed off the tier 1 here. It's gonna be
Mati dong, Wise. Mati dong. Aduh, gak dapat balmonnya.
The feathered airstrike. And so there you go, tier 1 down.
Gila,
They
ini
could be eyeing this tier 2. They still have the Lord.
Wise
Also
bakal
pushing
make
up
hero
the top
apapun
side.
asalkan dia
Focusing on
dapatin
that.
turtle,
They
Cok.
might lose 2 more
Otaknya-
turrets here before it's all over.
Gak tau ya, apakah Barats di ban? Gue nggak, masalahnya kita nggak lihat draft tadi guys, jadi gue nggak terlalu perhatiin draft.
The members of Echo like that feathered airstrike so that they
Wow.
can get hits on the turrets.
Holy Baptism did come out to cancel that feathered airstrike
Wow.
out. But now
Sanford.
Wise getting the knock up here, looking for a connection, can't find it. Colt Alter
Gila, gila.
No one falls.
Guinevere bener-bener jalanin tugas yang dia harus jalanin guys.
Problem again for Echo.
Nggak ada gameplay keren cok, Blacklist yang penting menang.
Item to actually defeat
Menang yang penting.
But how
Dah.
will they go against Wise? We have a setup from Wise, we have a setup from Oh My Venus. Haji's is totally opening up the carpet to melt everybody down. Just this.
Man, that combination again, the feathered airstrike coming out. Sanford able to survive though. And that's the thing. You got to watch out for the combination.
Killnya
between
2,
Oh My
Blacklist
Venus
juga
and
2, tapi udah
Haji.
kepres sampai kayak
Haji
gini.
doesn't even have any kills. But what he's doing is pumping out the
Emang
damage.
sebenarnya masalahnya di
What's
Cloud
scary
sih guys,
for
kalian
Echo
setuju
here?
nggak
They need
setuju
an
ya?
answer like
Cloud
you
Varsnya
mentioned
dia
earlier, OSX.
dari game kemarin juga kalau kalian perhatiin Cloud Varsnya terus. Sumpah. Non-stop cok Cloud Varsnya mereka nih.
The biggest thing right now is that Blacklist International drafted the lineup set up for their
Bats, mati diginya. This is the time nggak sih? Gas nggak sih Uranus? Gas nggak sih? Gas nggak sih itu? Itu loh, Guinevere loh. Waduh. Woi, Uranus! Uranusnya nggak berani. Uranus yang ini Sanford menurut gue ya, dia kena mental sih guys. Gue udah bilang dia tuh adalah offlaner jago banget di Echo, cuman gameplay berubah banget jadi takut gitu kan. Nggak pede mainnya dia. Nggak pede mainnya, benar.
Because they're squeezing out Echo again how they did on game number 1. Deplete their resources and then nothing else is left for their HPs, and that's how they attack. So this is the thing that they need to worry about.
Yeah, you mentioned their small window OSX, and I'm going to go back to answer the question of Niso. It's Echo can go for the counter punish. Once the Blackers have done that, they can fight.
Oh man, the Time's Journey canceling out the Holy Baptism, and they're crashing down on him. Yawi is taken out. Carl TZ quite low. Wise chasing.
Mati dong Uranus loh.
Sanford trying to go the other way.
Mati.
Can't get away from Moheb.
Mati.
Wise now focusing on
Edwardnya langsung
Sanford.
fokus ke belakang.
That's gonna be the kill. Going over to
Sorry
Hub.
guys, gue bukan main HP, gue ngatur thumbnail game 1 sumpah.
This is a clear
Karena
sign
telat gue uploadnya.
Blacklist to take the Lord.
Fokus dulu.
And the code is open for the Lord to be taken.
Gue gak ngerti sih guys, dari draft aja menurut gue
Insane
apa ya?
timings by
Nggak,
Blacklist International.
kayak nggak terlalu menang kalah atau apa, gue nggak ngerti juga karena gue nggak pernah lihat ada jungler Guinevere cow di dunia nih. Fredrin jungle, Guinevere jungle, apalah tai kucing cow. Terus satu lagi yang gue paham ya guys ya, lu kalau main Esmeralda tuh sekarang bagusan pakai Ice Queen sih. Kalau udah tank lu banyak, kecuali nih, nah kalau ini Edward temen lu kan yang tank tuh cuma ada Guinevere, dan Guinevere nggak di depan terus kan. Diginya main damage banget. Itu baru lu tank. What? Kalau yang kita tadi Esme-nya bikin tank, temennya juga tank, nggak ada yang damage dong. Farsha sih bener-bener sakit. Ini Haji sama Oheb bener-bener kalau carry ya carry. Nggak ada istilah gue main Farsha jadi support netes, nggak. Bener-bener carry, cok. Bener-bener ngedamage dealer tertinggi, cok. Oheb dan Haji.
Right now, still the back and forth between both teams. And there you go, they're gonna back off.
Now Echo are happy with at least the game isn't over, but with 2 turrets down, only 1 base turret remaining. It's gonna be a tough hill to climb for Echo at Blacklist International. At this point, it's really just their timings, what they save, the initial damage that Echo receives from the Diggy as they enter, and then Oheb being able to deal damage. And then Haji just somehow always saving the feathered airstrike for the perfect moment. And if he's going to be using it early, Oheb's going to be coming in with a
What?
like that.
Gila. Langsung ngegas kayak gitu dia. Tuh, sisanya diberesin sama mereka nih udah ada strategi yang memang 100% dipakai, cok. Farsha Cloud. Ini game 3 sampai Farsha Cloud nggak diambil atau nggak di-ban sih. Draftnya menurut gua rada kayak RRQ. Memang draft tuh ngaruh banget sih, guys. RRQ kemarin lawan Onyx juga draftnya enak banget. 1-1 dapat Farsha, dapat apa lagi deh? 1-1 Farsha.
Haji doesn't even need to worry about getting interrupted because time journey is always just there. Yeah. It's such a compact formation. It boils back to how, of course, we found out or we learned more about the Ube play style often in season 7. That's when we really coined that term. I believe it was Wolf actually who brought up Ube first. And one of the picks that arose because of the Ube to counter it was the glue. But in the scenario right now, glue in the meta is maybe there will be a way for it to go back. And yeah, I'm talking about glue because as we see right now, Echo don't have the piece just yet. No. With the Diggy up, and I think now we understand why Brand Esports just kept banning out the Diggy yesterday.
Yeah, it makes total sense that they don't want that in any game against Blacklist International because it creates so much space, so much burst, so much vision. No matter what they do,
ngepresnya jijik banget. Digi damage, cok. Tapi ada healing sih. Aman. Tapi damage-nya lebih sakit daripada healingnya, anjing. Tuh, dipres-pres gitu terus. Gila, Blacklist. Apakah Blacklist lagi-lagi akan menjadi musuh bebuyutan tim Indonesia di M4 ya, guys ya?
This is how tough this match is. Well, they're doing a split right now. Sanford doing the XP lane things.
Oh, he's gonna get punished.
Are they diverting the attention of Blacklist right now?
Yeah, the thing
wah,
about this is
sumpah ini.
Sanford can get
Farsha loh guys, Farsha dia. Mati. Dia nggak respect Farsha loh, damage kayak sinting gitu loh. Farsha ini anjing sih, mage jarak jauh yang bisa ngeburst gitu kayak Xavier tapi ada stun gitu loh. Dan burstnya lebih gede dari Xavier sih, itu yang pasti. Gue main fighter pun serem sih kalau ketemu Farsha. Kalau gue main Esme Uranus guys, kalau Pak Kwito enggak. Kalau Esme Uranus sudah, aduh, kena Farsha kok mati. Gue padahal hero tertebal di dunia gitu kan.
There he goes, Edward, though. There's the feathered airstrike plus the blazing duet. Oheb trying to push them back.
Wah, rata, cok. Udah, turtle, Lord.
Just crumbling here in their own jungle. And now the Lord for the taking once again. Can Echo defend the charge that is headed for them? Edward, though, going in, trying to zone them out, keep them from coming here. They're going to push them back. They give up on the Lord. It's going to go ahead and reset. Sanford, but look at Benny.
Mati Balmonnya, cok.
Mr. Truncheon, immortality gonna be popped here. Can he grab the kill?
Mati
Yes,
juga
he
nih.
does.
Guinevere. Guinevere lagi Beatrix, sorry.
Sanford grabs, oh my
End dong.
goodness. It's a wipe out.
End top lane dong sisa Rafael lagi nih.
Blacklist
Udah nggak butuh Lord malah ini.
push it in.
5 man down for the Orcus. And the code is
Ya Rafael lagi lu suruh defend.
Echo.
Mau ngapain anjing?
Like that, Yawi trying to do his best to defend here, but there's nothing he can do. Blacklist International taking game number 2.
Aduh, pakai Guinevere masih menang ya, gila nih. Dikit lagi satu
Excellent.
match lagi M4.
Execution. This is the Blacklist we know. This is the Blacklist that won the World Championship. And this is now the Blacklist. 1 game away from reaching the Grand Finals.
This is something else. The way that they entered right on stage, it's not about the jersey, it's something else. Looking back on how they won that World Championship title, and this is about to go in a close match. They're at match point right now with Echo.
Man, you take out the Benedetta, it doesn't matter. We